My break was rather uneventful. After having an awesome birthday party that I slightly remember, I went down to Southern California and visited with my aunt and uncles, who are on my dad's side, and hung out with them for a few days and came back up here and worked at my part-time job at Home Depot and pretty much prepared myself for this club and worked really hard for it. First day of school was rather uneventful. Went to one class at 1:30 in the afternoon and went home and did homework. Today was 4 classes in a row with no break, so it's going to be very trying, but I worked really hard for right here, right now, for Toastmasters. Mr. Tim Thomas.
Thank you, Thomas. Yes. Anna, you want to come up? All right.
Hello. I just want to say I take contest with Thomas's tabletop because we had a great time together, and I'm offended that you did not mention me and our hangout sessions over the entire break. So on his trip down to LA, we actually drove together. And that right there is like a speech alone. And he didn't even mention me in table topics. I'm offended. I'm the worst passenger driver ever. I'm surprised he didn't mention that. But that was really fun. We had some good bonding experiences over me and my crazy little stay out of the left-hand lane because I'm in the passenger seat, and if you hit a car in the left-hand lane, it's gonna hit me. Right-hand lane, whatever, not you. And so I just am responding to his lack of mention of me in his life. Thank you.
Thank you. After 2 speeches, for the new people here, you have an idea of how it works. It's really quick, simple. This is kind of get up, go, announce yourself. Anyone else like to go? Give it a try. Mark?
Oh, is there a question?
How was your break?
It was a break. My break was busy. I got into a new job. For the past 6 months, I've been doing insurance. Now, insurance was actually a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. I'm not sure what I thought it was going to be, but it was more difficult than that. It's definitely been a time of growth for me. Having to do things that really kind of push me out of my comfort zone. The newest thing that's really kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone is approaching mortgage offices. Now, you probably have never thought about the idea, I assume, for yourself, what it would be like. Neither had I. And thinking about it, the planning about how I would go there, approach them, and try to create a networking relationship with them. So you see that mortgage lenders can give insurance agent referrals. How do they do this? It's because when you get a home loan, you need insurance to go with purchasing of your home. So if you are an insurance agent and you can get in good with mortgage lenders, that can be a great, awesome opportunity for you to get lots of business. And so you got to strategize and figure out how you're going to approach them. But if you're like me, I was kind of afraid. You know? I don't know these people. I don't know how they're going to receive me. And so I really had to get some good advice about how I was going to do it. And what ended up being the case is that I had this plan where I was going to go to the gatekeeper. So a lot of these places have a gatekeeper. The gatekeeper is the receptionist, a person at the front. Whoever mans the front desk, that's the gatekeeper. So first step is getting good in with the gatekeeper. So you gotta so this is it's actually easier than what you may think. All you gotta do is go there and be nice and kind and introduce yourself and ask how they're doing. Oftentimes gatekeepers aren't treated super well. And usually the top CEOs and executive people are treated with a lot of respect and and are treated well. But people that are gatekeepers are often not as treated as well. So if you actually show them a lot of respect, they can treat you quite well. So from there, then you just ask, hey, you give a little sales pitch about what you do, and as an agent, I can really help out the lenders here through offering insurance to homes that are more difficult to insure. Homes that are older, shingle roofs, that type of deal. And so through doing this, I was able to overcome my fears this past break, and I'm proud of myself for doing so.
Thank you, Mark, for your speech about your break. Would you like to go next? And
my break has also been a time of transition. I just graduated.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What happens?
Yeah, it finally does. But with that, I have a lot of free time. I do have a part-time job, but it's not that many hours. So right now I'm searching for a full-time job. So right now I'm trying to find extra things to do. I'm still keeping up with stuff that I like to do, like jiu-jitsu, Toastmasters, and trying to keep myself social with friends. But there's still a good amount of hours in the day. So I'm actually getting back into video games, which is good and bad. I've been playing a lot of different ones, a lot of NBA 2K12, and a lot of Resident Evil 6, which is a very disgusting game. Don't play it. You don't want to see a lot of ugly deaths. But I'm mostly just trying to find stuff to do. So I'm kind of looking around. I'm probably going to try to take some dance classes because I really haven't ever learned how to dance. So I just do my white man shuffle. And that's pretty much what I do. So I'm trying to just do things out of my comfort zone until I find that full-time job. Hopefully something will set up. I might have an interview in the next couple of days. So hopefully that will go through really well and I'll have a full-time job, because video games are fun, but after a little while it gets really boring and you want to actually do something productive with your life. Mr. Teal Talks.
thank you, Aaron. Anyone else like to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll be there first. All right, my name is Troy again. Good evening, everyone. So, what did I do during my break? Well, breaks are a new thing for me. Like, that was a completely new experience for me. Because I've been in the Air Force for 6 years, so that entire time, they had me, they owned me. And so, I mean, we could still get time off. We get 30 days paid vacation a year, which was excellent, but I never had over that. I don't think I'd ever taken more than 30 days. It was usually 2 weeks here and there. So this amount of time was insane for me. I'm like, what am I going to do with all this time? And so I really tried to kind of plan it out. Like, am I going to just relax, or am I going to, take advantage of it? And I ended up just getting lazy and trying to spend some time where it was most valuable. Because during that time, that 7 years I was in the Air Force, I was away from my family. So I'm originally from Reading, so I spent my entire break up in Reading and really got to re-bond with my family and visit with my siblings and now my niece and nephews that I haven't got to see in years, and they're already 2+ years old, and so I missed out on a lot of their beginning in life, and so I really took advantage of that and kind of just relaxed and had some fun, just acting like a kid and eating a lot of food and being merry. So that's what I did during my break.
Thank you, Troy. Does anyone else like to go? Justin?
This winter break, I traveled throughout the whole state. When I first came to this room, actually, Aaron asked me what I did for this break, and I said it was uneventful. So I actually wasn't thinking. It was pretty eventful. A couple thousand miles of traveling. First, I started my break by going down to Riverside to drop off my roommate. Then I went to another part of Riverside to visit my uncle, aunt, and cousin. Then I went over to Ventura, which is to the west of LA, to visit my girlfriend. Then I took her to Pasadena to visit my other uncle, aunt, and cousin. Then back to Ventura, then back to my hometown in Napa. Stayed there, had a standard Christmas and New Year's. Then I went back to Riverside, Ventura. I went to LA City in order to apply for a job there. Then I came back to my hometown in Napa. I went to Sacramento 3 different times when I didn't want to in order to deal with rental issues. And then I went to San Jose 3 times in order to apply for a job there. And I feel like I'm forgetting somewhere else. I went to Sonoma a couple times. And then came back here 2 days ago. And I don't want to travel for a while. And that sums up my winter break.
Is there anyone else who would like to go?
Yeah.
So during the school year, we only have 2 really breaks, not counting summer. I don't count that as a break. Winter break I think of as a time to be with family, so personally I prefer spring break a lot more. So I'll tell you about the good and about the bad and coming back to school. So I'll start with the bad, it's a bummer. But I got to spend a lot of time with my wonderful mother, and as much as she's wonderful, she's also a pathological neat freak. So that was a lot of fun. And right before I came back to school, my dog was unfortunately attacked by 2 German Shepherds. Fortunately, she's fine. She just has a hurt leg, but that was the bad of my break. Now, on to the good. I got a lot of great gifts for Christmas. So that was great. And then I came to Sacramento, and my boyfriend and I, the Friday I came, celebrated our 3rd-year anniversary. I got diamond earrings, diamond necklace, and some flowers, so that was wonderful. And
Sheesh.
unfortunately, I was only enrolled for 1 class. I had to crash a bunch of them. That didn't work out, but now things are looking up, so that was my break.
Wow.
Anyone else like to go who hasn't already?
Okay, so my name's Diana. Okay, it's a thing on my face because I noticed like it was on their face, but I'm really short, so I'm like, is it on my face too?
No.
Oh, kind of sad actually. Well, anyways, okay, so let's see. I went home for break, like basically the last day of my final, which is probably Thursday, and I didn't really do much, but for Christmas I did get a DSLR, like a Canon Rebel T3, which is like the awesomest camera ever, and I like taking videos, so I had a few photo shoots. I like photographing my dad a lot, and he has like this really beat up old Chevy truck, but he totally lets me take pictures of him with the truck, which is really cool. And then let's see what else. Oh, I had a baby on like the 1st week of December, and I don't really like little kids at all because I'm kind of scared of them and they have germs. I'm a hypochondriac and a germaphobe. So this little baby, I was like, no, thank you. But then by like the 2nd week I was home, I was like, this is so awesome, and I like didn't want to let her go. It was pretty cool. And what else? I think that was pretty much it. It was really eventful, but it was pretty fun. Hung out with my sisters. They're like 10 and 12, so it doesn't happen too often.
I will conclude several topics with my break, so we all get a chance to speak. My break was okay. It was pretty